What is up, guys? Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about titanium reinforcement, like I mentioned in my last video. So as with the last video, this is also a SD card route. So if you would like to learn about SD cards, what they are, how to get them, I have a video talking about that, which will be linked in the card as well as in the description that you could go check out if you don't know what they are or what they do. Before we get started, you are also going to want to make sure that you are a military trucker. Now, how you can do this is go to, and actually get to it, this here, the Trucking HQ. There are two of them, one here in Sandy Shores, it's right next to the job changer, and there's also one down here at the docks if you want to go to that one. And another way that you can actually do this is if you have a trucker's PDA, you can change to being a military trucker from there. Now, before you actually start this step, you are going to need some explosives. Now, I'm not going to be talking about that in this video, but I do have a video talking about it, so I will also be linking that in the card in the description. So if you need to know how to make explosives, you can go check those out. Now, there are actually two different places that we can go to get titanium. The GSD mine is the first option to go to. I'm using this one just because it's closer to train yard storage. So if you're going to be using train yard storage for your explosives or for storing the titanium, this is probably the closest to the train yards that you can get. And the other option is the mineral mine. It's kind of over here. It's closer to the where you make the explosives. So if you're doing it all at once, you can go by, make explosives, come here, and then go back to wherever you're storing it. But like I said, I'm going to be using this one. The only difference is this one gives you scrap gold, and this one will give you raw emeralds. That is the difference between the two. But once you are here, you're just going to drive on in here and use explosives. I believe I have talked about this before, how this works in that video. And you should be getting titanium ore, which is what we are looking for. Okay, so once you have your titanium, you can go put it into storage. And for storages on this one, I would recommend train yard storages as with everything. But for that, I would recommend the Sandy Shores, or alternatively, you could use the quarry as well. But I would probably recommend this one, the Sandy Shores. Then for the other storage, I would recommend having either the La Mesa train yard, because we are going to be going to the factory, which is here, factory, and the foundry, which is here. So you could go to the La Mesa or the LS docks. Either one will work out. I'm probably just going to use it from the La Mesa storage. So that is your choice, basically, what you have down in this area to get it out of. Okay, so once you have all of your titanium ore, you're going to need to head down here to the city. And as I said, take your titanium from whatever storage you have it in and come over here to the foundry. Now, before you can actually come over here to the foundry, you're going to need to make sure that you are a commercial trucker. Now, as before, there's a few ways you can do this. You can use the truckers agency, or Trucking HQ, or you can actually just go to any job changer and switch to a commercial trucker. And as always, you can use the trucker's PDA to quickly switch between the two. So once you are here, just go ahead and drive on in here to the foundry. And at the very bottom, you should have refined titanium. And there you go. Now you have titanium. And now once you have this, you sort of have two options. You can either take this titanium and put it back into storage and sort of convert it all to titanium at once, or you can combine this and making the rebar into one step, which is what I'm going to do. So I will see you guys once I'm over at the factory. Okay, and as I said, once you are done with that, you can head over here to the factory, which if you don't know is sort of next to the Maze Bank Arena, next to the railroad tracks here. Sort of just drive on in here, and this is where the SD card actually comes into play. If you go to create rebar, normally, you know, it takes amalgam and bronze alloy. If you have the titanium reinforcement card, you can use 6 titanium and get 2 rebar. So it is a 6:2 ratio, 3:1 ratio. And there we go. And so once you have your rebar, you can sell this at the Alta construction site, or if you're making houses, you can store it wherever you're putting your stuff for houses. And I don't really know what that was. Something just exploded. Okay. Well, that is that's everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, you can leave those in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer them. And if you have any topics that you'd like me to cover in a future video, you can leave those down there as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.